again, and welcome to this week's edition of No Blues News, your safe space for uplifting and positive stories without the negativity and controversy. I'm Hallie Pilot Young, your good news girl, and I'm happy to be here sharing meaningful stories with you. For our first one, I'll introduce you to a Connecticut woman who shares a beautiful bond with her dad. After he suffered a massive stroke over a decade ago, the two of them are together proving healing is a marathon, not a sprint.
When I was a senior in high school, my dad had a pretty massive stroke. Brain continued to swell, so they ended up taking out his right frontal lobe and his right temporal lobe, and then part of his parietal, just all the dead brain tissue. So that's just how big the stroke was.
It was through watching her dad's recovery that Chrissy Davidson decided to be a speech and language pathologist.
And he pretty much defied all the odds and made a remarkable recovery.
But that's not the only way her dad inspired her.
I don't really know exactly what happened, but I was looking at the Pittsburgh Marathon and I was like, he wakes up every day and chooses to fight and works so hard. He used to be so active. And so I just was like, I'd love to have this experience with him. And if he can, choose to fight every day, I can run for 4 to 5, 6 hours, whatever it takes us.
They did their first marathon together, Chrissy running and her dad riding in the cart.
Woo-hoo! And then we ran again the next year.
And did their most recent one in 2023.
All right, Chrissy!
Chrissy says it takes your typical runner's high to a whole new level.
We were starting with the other wheelchair starts, so you're just filled with like inspiration around you. And so we were both definitely choked up at the beginning.
She said her dad cried the entire first mile.
Every time we saw my mom, that was probably when I'd get the most emotion. She also was like, every time she saw us was sobbing.
Chrissy says she does it for her mom just as much as her dad.
Obviously, her life is significantly different to what she and my dad imagined. And so she cares for him. She works full-time caregiver, mows our lawn in the giant backyard, takes care of our pool. Like she's literally a rock star.
It's impossible to see the father-daughter duo together on the race course and not smile.
It's really cool, the effect that it kind of has on everyone around you. And then once we get to the end, we walk across together. So I get him out of the wheelchair and we walk. And I think that like his face, is just, he's so proud. He's got the biggest smirk. His arm is up in the air. That's like enough to make me want to do it forever with him, which is neat. So I feel very lucky.
Chrissy and her dad are hoping to get into the Boston Marathon, so we will wish them the best of luck from No Blues News. Has the thought of a kid without a birthday cake ever crossed your mind? For most of us, we're fortunate enough to never have to think about that. But for kids in low-income families and foster care, that can be a sad reality. That's where Cake for Kids comes in. They're a nonprofit with chapters all over the country made up of volunteers who bake birthday cakes for children whose families can't afford them.
The kids get to choose what theme they want and what flavor they want for the cakes. And then after that, then the volunteer takes it and runs with it, decorates it, and on their day, then delivers it to them. Seeing those big smiles and the excitement in their eyes that, they get this cake, it's pretty cool.
And if you or someone you know loves to bake and is interested in starting a chapter of Cake for Kids near you, you can visit cakeforkids.org. That's cake number 4 kids.org. Kindness is obviously a big theme at No Blues News because kindness is really cool. Or some may say kindness rocks. This is a garden full of kindness rocks in Pittsburgh. We actually knocked on the homeowner's door, but they weren't home, unfortunately. We just wanted to ask them what made them start this beautiful garden full of hand-painted rocks. Kindness rocks have actually become a thing all over the country to spread the beauty of art, creativity, and kindness from a stranger. Now let's get over to meteorologist Justin Mosley for your No Blues views.
All right, thanks, Hallie. Once again, we're here with your No Blues views, and this week we want to take you to Sarasota, Florida. We've got a beautiful shot of a double rainbow. Living in the subtropics down there, they see this sort of thing all of the time. You got these cumulus clouds, had a rain shower move through, and of course you need rain and sun to create these rainbows, and what a vivid shot that we have overlooking the subtropical climate there in Florida this week, and we love seeing these photos here at No Blues News. So again, if you have a shot that you want to share with us, send it to us for an opportunity to see it right here on No Blues News. All right, that's going to do it for this week. We appreciate the shot from Sarasota, Florida. We hope to see more from you, and we'll see you next week here on No Blues News.
We hope you enjoyed this week's No Blues News. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and share with friends and family to brighten their day. If you have a story idea, you can submit it to me at hallie@nobluesnews.org. Have a wonderful week, everybody, and we will see you next Thursday. Thanks so much for watching the news without the blues.